Hey everybody, this is Stephie 2007, posting a vlog or response or whatever you want to call it, um, to um, the Make YouTube Great Again hashtag. Um, Started by, I believe it was started by Grade A Under A. Anyway, um, getting to the point of that. Um, yes, I have noticed that there has been some, like I said in my podcast. I have noticed that there has been some shady activity you know, going on around YouTube. And if you have noticed any of, I believe it was, Matthew Santoro, just posted a video about, YouTube's changes. Um, and I think it was Markiplier. He said something about YouTube changing, and I think even Matthew Santoro in his video he mentioned something about PewDiePie talking about the issue. Um, I've been on YouTube since 2007. That's why my username, my YouTube handle is Stephie2007. I signed on in January. I made my account in January of 2007. Um, but my real name, of course, my real name is Stephanie. So, um, but that's besides the point. Um, I just want, I currently have, well, as of today, I just checked it out. I currently have 161 subscribers. I had, yesterday I had, I lost one today. I had 162 subscribers yesterday. So I don't know what the deal is with I don't know if that has anything to do with YouTube's changes or somebody just didn't agree, somebody just unsub because they didn't like my content or what. But if you know or they found me boring or something like that. Um, but anyway, I mean, most of the things that I do, is it's vlogs. Most of the stuff that you'll see from my content, it's vlogs. Now, about this whole about the whole, YouTube, the whole YouTube changes things and stuff like that. Um, um, yes, I have noticed some, activity, we'll call it activity. Uh, Sorry, I'm getting a notification on my phone. Um, Matter of fact, it is a notification from YouTube. And I won't share this with you. It's something, I'll read that later. Apologies, folks. But anyway, I have noticed a little bit of activity on YouTube's end because and it's nothing new on my end because I've seen it ever since been uh, I've seen it ever since I've been a member of YouTube, or I've seen it ever since I've been a member of YouTube. Um, it was from I've noticed that they have decided to, not penalize and I've noticed that they have decided to not punish the channels that make really stupid content. For example, prank channels. Um, and then channels like Nostalgia Critic or Anime America, if you've ever heard of her. Go look her up. Let's see, who else? I Hate Everything. Um, who else got who else got who else got but I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head, but at the moment, but I'm sure it'll come to me in the night or something. But anyway, channels like those usually nowadays will get dinged with some kind of copyright notice, or some kind of strike or something like that for using, not for like, because they think that, it's not any means of fair use. Like I said, most of my content is vlogs. Now, I do have a web series where I do talk about vintage commercials, and some of the content, like if it's music or something like that, will get, it may or may not get dinged because of, some of the content within a commercial that I'm featuring within within a web episode of the web series. If I post a video of my web series up, and there's a commercial that has a certain content in it, like music or something, like, or a video clip or something like that, that somebody has claimed, then, for one, I'm not a paid YouTuber. I haven't been for, I'm not like a partner or anything like that. I for one, I can't, because I really don't, I shouldn't be making that much money in the first place, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm on Social Security, I'm disabled, I can't do, I just can't be making that much money. I mean, I live in a freaking one bedroom apartment, for crying out loud. So I mean, I'm probably better off not making that much money. But at least for now. Now, down the road, when I'm doing a little bit better for myself, maybe, who knows. But, I've been doing this ever since I was 17 years old. I mean, the vlog thing, or, I've been on YouTube ever since I was 17 years old. So, I don't know. But anyway, in regards to my web series, I'm saying that, the majority of the stuff, the majority of the content that you see in my web series, it should fall under fair use, because, I try to keep that within the fair use range, because I have a certain rule for that for that type of content. If the content is older than say 2010, if it was made after 2010, then it does not qualify for my show, for my web series. Now, if it was made before 19, let's say if it was made before the if it was I don't know if I honestly don't know if commercials existed back then, but if say hypothetically if it was made before 1955 or 1960 or something like that, if commercials even existed back then, because they were advertising within, some shows even advertised within the show back then. Um, then I'll even include that, but some of that content is really hard to find. So so because content from back in the 19 content from back in the 1950s, or really earlier, like the late 40s or whatever. It's really hard to find, and I find all of my stuff on YouTube. Um, and I really should post links of where I get my content on where I get my content, but I cannot. I have this is where I run into a problem. I have a short-term memory of the links and things like that, and I know that sounds like a really dumb excuse, but it's this show it's still in its developing phases. I only do this show when I have time, and it's I you know I'm still working with it. I'm still working the kinks out of it, trying to make it better, trying to figure out some way how to improve it, and things like that. So anyway, and in regards to my overall account as a whole, even though I've been on YouTube for 9 years, I haven't grown that much. I haven't seen any growth in my subscriber base. Yes, I've had some growth within my subscriber base, but it's not that much. As a matter of fact, I've lost subscribers. Over time, I've lost subscribers. Um, Matter of fact, you heard me say, earlier that I lost a subscriber today because of unknown reasons. I actually don't know why they left. I'm speculating that maybe they didn't like my content, or they found me boring or something like that. But my web series is an educational web series. Yes, it's going to be boring if you're not into that content. But if are into if you are into commercials, or things that if you find commercials interesting or entertaining in the least, or into vintage stuff, maybe my web series is the right fit for you. Um, but who knows? Who knows why that person left? Um, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, as for the hashtag make YouTube great again, I think it's a good idea. I do think that some of the content on YouTube needs some improvement. I also think that um, I also think that set you know some of the the site in general just needs to be user friendly, because ever since Google took over, it's just been one battle after another. That's just my two bits. This is Stephie 2007 signing off. Bye.